Hey guys, how's it going? It is your boy DQ back at you again with yet another video. If you are brand new to my channel, consider hitting that subscribe button because a lot of you aren't subscribed yet.
And that's a problem.
That's a major problem, so just click it.
Just click it now.
Boom, done, easy. As you guys can see, I am not alone today. I am joined by a lovely friend of mine. Introduce yourself.
What's up, everybody? I am Aliyah, aka 12y, if you want to call me that. I'm here to do, talk about Germany with DQ. We met in Germany, and you taught me a lot of German. Like you helped, yes, he helped me learn the language so much. So yeah, we're here today. What is it, like 2-3 years later, Loki?
Yeah.
And let's get into it.
Yeah. So today's video, we're actually going to tell you 8 of our German culture shocks that we had in Germany. And yeah, so let's get into this video.
Let's get into it.
So one thing that we didn't realize, that even though in the US we have a lot of dialects, didn't realize that Germany would have so many different dialects.
Oh, they do. And they do. It's crazy.
There's so many. Germany is what? The size of Texas? Or you could put 3 Germanys in Texas?
Oh gosh, that's a big difference.
Like that.
It's bigger than Texas.
No,
it's at least as big as Texas.
I think it's maybe, let's Google this.
Yeah, let's find this out.
According to mylifeelsewhere.com, Germany is about 1.9 times smaller than Texas.
Boom!
Texas
So Germany is 1.9 times smaller than Texas.
Wow.
So you can almost fit 2 Germanys. I told you.
Gosh, yeah,
You could almost fit 2 Germanys inside of Texas.
I feel like I should have known that. But that's why we're here.
Right.
We're learning.
But Germany has so many dialects. Where
Yeah.
a place that's 2 times smaller than Texas. Texas, I think, only has 1 dialect.
Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know.
I don't know either. Maybe Texas has more. I'm not quite
Keine
sure.
Ahnung.
Ich hab auch keine Ahnung. Just the different dialects, and what's even worse is I speak one of those dialects.
Oh, let me guess. Schwäbisch.
Yeah, a little bit of Schwäbisch.
Yeah.
So I speak Hohenloisch, which is from the Hohenlohe region, which is where we actually lived. Can you understand it?
I don't even honestly know what that is.
Okay, so it's pretty much, Kirchberg. A lot of people in Kirchberg spoke it.
I thought that was Schwäbisch.
So Schwäbisch is a little bit different. So it's very, very similar. So it's a mix between Schwäbisch and Farmerdeutsch is what I like to say.
Sounds like you're saying farmer Deutsch.
Yeah.
And that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it sounds exactly
Sounds
like
really
that.
country.
It sounds very country.
If you can think about, country English, like Southern English, there is Southern German, and that's that.
And that's what I speak. It is disgusting, and everyone always thinks I'm German when I'm speaking German because of this heavy dialect that I speak. And I'm like, nope, I'm not. And then they're like, oh, are you Austrian? Oh, are you Swiss?
Yeah.
And I'm like, nope, I am American.
But yeah. And that's what I learned. That was really the first, our first iteration of German. Like, it was that dialect. So I don't even know my dirty das.
Yeah. So pretty much it's the same in Schwäbisch. So for bread roll, I can't say it for the life of me in German. So Hochdeutsch is Brötchen. I can't say it for the life of me. And so I'm so happy that in Schwäbisch or Hohenloisch, what I speak, it's Weckle.
Okay, I've heard
Because
of
I
that.
say Weckle all the time. I say, so mal Weckle bitte.
And was heißt das?
That means 2 bread rolls, please.
Oh, for what? Why would you say?
Zweimal Weckle bitte.
2 bread rolls.
Yeah. So when you're at the bakery or something, I loved it. And then in Bayerisch, it's what? Simmer? Yeah, zwei Simmel.
Oh, Simmel. Okay.
Yeah, something. I don't know. I've never learned Bayerisch, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me know in the comments down below what it is.
Right. Okay.
Even still, I say bitte and not bitte. I say bitte.
Oh, okay.
So it's like B-I-D-D.
Bitte. Yeah.
But one thing that really frustrated me when I first moved to Germany, though, everything is closed on Sunday.
Oh, dude. Everything is Chick-fil-A.
So if you guys don't know what Chick-fil-A is actually a fast food restaurant here in the US that is religious, and so they have everything closed on Sundays. They do not operate on Sundays.
Yeah.
And so that's pretty much how Germany is.
Yeah,
People commented on one of my other videos though, it's not because of religion.
Okay.
It's because of businesses. They want a free day to have time with their family.
Okay, and it just happens to be
It
Sunday.
just happens to be on Sunday,
Yeah.
which makes a lot of sense.
It
And So, but this is very confusing for Americans, or I wouldn't even say just Americans. It's for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because Australians, when I was in Australia, everything's open on Sunday. I think even other places in Europe, everything's open on Sundays.
I didn't have that problem when I was in Portugal, Spain.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
It was always just Germany. So Germany, come on now.
I mean, I get it. That's awesome. No,
Yeah, I
actually,
love
we
it.
should be saying America.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Everything should be closed on Sundays.
Yeah,
So,
like,
yeah.
that's the way to do it.
Day of rest.
Day of rest. But that was hard. I remember I would wake up and be like, oh, I need to go get groceries. I need to go to Outakes. But little did I know in the first couple weeks.
Yeah, it took me like a month or two to get used to it because I'm always like, yeah, I need to go food shopping because I had no food.
Right, on
and then
Saturday.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Like, what am I supposed to eat all day? I have no food now.
Tough. And then a lot of restaurants too just weren't open. I know there was like a pizza place in Kirchberg that was open, but who wants pizza every Sunday?
I know. Well, I ate pizza almost every weekend, but not from Kirchberg, but from Ilshofen. It was that Döner kebab house.
But yes, that's different.
Oh my god, that
That's
kebab
different.
pizza was. Oh my god, it was.
Oh, I had it one time.
Oh, it's so
Döner pizza, amazing.
It's so good. Put some chili flakes on it and that garlic. Yes. I need that in my life right now.
I fell in love with Döner too. Like
Yes.
that was. I wish I could find the same thing here, and I just can't.
It's not good here.
It's not.
disgusting.
It's not the same.
One thing that also is like a big culture shock is just the transportation.
Yeah.
You realize how easy it is to get around. Like even though the Deutsche Bahn is always late, it was just so easy. Like, oh, I can take the bus here. I can take the train to this next city. You can take the train to Italy. You can take it to Switzerland.
Yeah.
Take the train to another country. And that's just something I wasn't used to.
At all. Not here at all. It's not like you can go to the local train station and, you know, you obviously have to switch trains here and there, but yeah, no, we don't really have that.
No.
Even planes, you know, transportation, like the plane ride, 30 euros to go to Italy.
So cheap.
Round trip.
Yeah, I think I paid 17 euros to go from like, because I did like a multi-city trip. I paid I think like 20 euros to go from Nuremberg to Barcelona, and then like 17 euros to go to Rome, and then like 24 euros to get back to Germany.
Nothing.
And then I paid 50 euros round trip to take the bus from Heilbronn to Amsterdam and back.
Oh, wow.
And so
that's
I'm like,
nothing.
for a week and a half trip, I paid less than 100 euros. I didn't do the math. It's probably more, but I don't know. But I paid like
but not
100
that much at
euros
all.
for a week and a half trip. Like, it's ridiculous.
Dude, when I found out how cheap that was, I was like messaging all my friends, like, move to Europe, move to Germany, move here. Like, they're gypping us in America. Like, the flights, you pay like $300-400 just to go, not even a couple states over.
Yeah,
It's
I
crazy.
think when I went to Miami in September, it was like, oh no, I actually paid like 120 or something.
Well,
It
yeah,
was pretty
Florida's
cheap.
not so bad.
Yeah, Florida's not bad, but my trip to Texas for New Year's, I think it's like 300 round
my
trip or
goodness.
something, and I'm like, I can go to Europe one way for that.
Yeah, right. And it's just so much cheaper. It's crazy.
Even us flying to Hawaii, those round trip flights to Hawaii is like $1,000.
Pause. I could never. I could never.
Ridiculous. I'm like, I can literally have a round trip to Australia for that price or
Yeah,
something. You know,
exactly.
it's crazy. I paid $1,200 for round trip to Australia.
Wow, round trip. Yeah.
So why would I pay $1,000 for a
One
round
way.
trip to Hawaii? You know,
Right,
it's
right.
ridiculous.
Yeah, that was the most shocking thing to me, I think. I had no idea that how different that was.
And how
in
cheap
Germany,
it is.
And how cheap it is.
Yeah.
Granted, you know, the bus schedules and the train schedules, and you have to keep up with that kind of stuff if you want to be traveling that way. But there was even like Flixbus, right? Did you ever use
That's the bus that I took to Amsterdam.
Flixbus?
I also took it
Me
to
too.
Italy too. Oh, I would never take it to Italy ever again.
Was it terrible?
Oh, it was so bad because there's this tunnel in Switzerland that only lets in like 4 cars or something like that at a time.
Traffic.
We were in traffic for like 4 hours and I was like, never again.
Oh gosh, no.
I was just, no, never again. I will pay the extra money to at least take a train or a
Yeah.
flight. The flights were very expensive at the time. That's
Okay.
why we took the bus, because the bus round trip, I think, was literally like 30 or 40 euros.
Oh, and it's like you can't beat that.
You can't.
But you do have to keep in mind what comes with that. Lots of time.
It was, and we were like, oh, it's only a 10-hour trip. Nope, it was a 14-hour trip.
Oh, yikes.
I was like, yo, I'm still on this bloody bus. Get me off now.
And you have to stop, right? Like you have stops and transitions like to other buses.
No, you didn't have to take a different bus, but the bus drivers do have to stop every 4 hours or something like that.
Yeah, that was
And
what it
yeah,
was.
I think we ended up switching drivers at one point too. I was just like, oh my god.
So as good as it is, I mean, it comes with something, of course. Stuff like that, you know, if you can wait and if you can put up with that, oh, it's so worth it. You get there in no time. And we got long holidays, so the transportation wasn't a huge problem.
I think the hardest thing for me in Germany was building relationships.
Yeah, that is.
It was the most difficult thing for me, and that's one of the things that made me not like the country at first. Because I'm like, how am I supposed to make friends and everything? And a lot of comments, I get so many comments on this. They're like, yeah, Germans don't want to be friends with someone who's only there for a short time. But I'm like, I was there for like a year. And I'm like, you're at least having a relationship with me for a year.
Right, and
what is wrong with that?
And you don't know if I'm going to come back.
Right.
You don't know my plans, my life.
What I think is really sad is that even though I built all these relationships, I don't really talk to any of my German friends anymore. Yes, I do speak to a lot of the students. They are my friends, but I mean my personal friend group. I only talk to one person from my personal friend group in Germany, and then my other best friend, but she wasn't part of that friend group. So I speak to only two of my friends in Germany still, and I think that's sad how I spent all this time with these people, 5 years of my life.
It is sad.
And they can't even check up on me. So I don't know how it is. Is this normal?
Is this a cultural thing, you know?
I don't know, and it's complicated. I don't know.
And I even remember, so when DQ and I met, he was already in Germany. He had already been there for
I think 2 years.
2 years,
or something.
yeah. And I had just gotten there. And so he introduced me to a lot of his friends in Germany. And I mean, thank goodness I had him, because I think without you, DQ, I would have not been able to make as many friends as I did, to go out as much as I did. You definitely opened that up for me a lot more. If I had no one there to help introduce me to other people, I mean, it's just really hard, you know, because I feel like Germans are very. It's hard to get into a friend group with Germans who have been friends for years. You know, it's like, who are you? Who is this person?
Why are you talking to me?
Why are you talking to me? Yeah.
What do you want?
What do you want from me? So luckily I did have you, because I think it would have been a lot different.
I knew how difficult it was for me, and so I didn't want that for you.
Building relationships also was tough, because it's just like, even when I would go to like a hostel in Germany or something like that, I felt like I would meet so many people, which was cool, but building a relationship with those people never happened, you know? It's like, DQ, I got so depressed, because I don't know how many times I told people, hey, my name is Aliyah, I'm 22, I go to school in America, I'm here on an internship, blah, blah, blah. And literally that's it. Like, you would go out, have fun, leave the hostel, and never see each other again. Yeah, that was really tough for me. I feel like I met 100+ people in the year, and I was so drained.
So one thing that I didn't realize, that Germans love American music.
Oh, they love it.
They love American music. And what's even worse about it is they call it black music, when it's like hip hop or rap or something.
R&B.
I'm like, what? Black music? So,
and I mean, I guess it is, but like, nobody says that here in
it's
America.
so funny.
Yeah, you were listening to black music. Okay.
I'm like, they're really like, oh yeah, that's black music.
Right.
And this whole section, it's not like it's like, oh, here's R&B, here's German rap.
It's a
like
genre.
Black music.
It's not a
That's
racial.
all the hip hop and rap. And I'm like, oh my god.
Crazy.
Even like the posters for at the clubs, they're like, oh, black music night.
Oh my gosh, I didn't. I personally didn't see that, so luckily. Black music night, here we go. We did go to a club together once, and they were playing Usher, and I don't even know, like
It's
literally.
all songs from like 30 years ago. I'm like, okay, this song was cool.
lit.
Like, this is the music you listen to on the way to the club, but not at the club.
Yeah, not really at the club. To me, it was so cool though, because I was like, I had no idea they liked this stuff.
But it was stuff from like early 2000s, 90s.
But I like that shit.
But they always had 90s music night. It was always, and I'm just like, like it's cool, you know, and the Germans like, ah! I'm like, oh my god.
They love it. They love it.
And then everyone look at me.
Right? Expecting you to know it, like, hey, you know this, right? I'm like, no, man. I'm gonna listen to this shit.
Oh my god, like I haven't listened to this in like 28 years.
Right.
Oh man.
So that was a huge culture shock. For sure.
Gigantic.
To me, it was great, but you know, it was also like, what? Black music night?
Right.
Another thing, the beer. Did you drink beer before you went to Germany?
I kinda started getting into beer. Kinda, sort of, not really. Mainly because I think when I got to Germany, I was 21. And I didn't drink beer before I turned 21. After I turned 21, I realized how expensive liquor is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, beer it is. So Germany kind of opened my eyes to different types of beer. Because my point of view of beer was Bud Light, Miller Lite, and I'm like, oh, this shit is gross.
PBRs.
Like, oh, and it's so nasty. America, don't get me wrong, has a lot of great beer.
Yeah.
Our IPAs are amazing. APAs
I love
are
sours.
ales.
Goza.
I actually don't like sours.
Oh,
but,
that's my choice.
no, they're too, like, I'm like,
I like that.
it
sour.
tastes like vinegar. But I didn't know about all this stuff. Like, I did know about it, but when I had it here, I was just like, oh, this is too strong. So my opinion about beer was too strong or too weak.
Yeah.
And then Germany actually changed that about me, and I was just like, oh shoot, there's different types of beers. Like, I fell in love with Paulaner. Paulaner was the first beer that I had.
That one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that brings back memories. Yeah. I mean, I don't remember what it tasted like. The bottle, it has a man on it.
I think so, yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, it's a Hefeweizen.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never had beer before. I mean, I'd had it, but I never liked it until I got to Germany. Weiss beer was my favorite, or Hefeweizen.
And they're apparently different things. I'm like, what's the difference?
Right?
I don't know the difference between Weiss beer and Hefeweizen.
Somebody tell us.
Yeah,
in the
let us know in the
comments,
comments below.
What is the difference?
Because I would be like, oh yeah, I want a Hefeweizen, and they're like, oh no, we only have Weiss beer. And I'll go to the next place, and I'm like, can I have a Weiss beer? They're like, oh, we only have Hefeweizen. And I'm like, what's the difference?
Yeah,
and I think they taste the same.
Right.
So I'm like, what's the difference? So I don't know, but let us know in the comments down below what the difference between the two are.
Please, we need to know.
And everything. And but yeah, I love beer now.
Me too.
It's my heart and soul. I love me a nice Pilsner.
Oh my god, a nice beer.
A nice Pils.
Cold brew.
I love it. Oh man, but Hefeweizens and Weiss beer definitely opened that door for me. And then I'm like, okay, I need something stronger.
Right? Yeah, some liquor. But so yeah, and then you could even like just go buy a beer from the gas station, go drink it outside.
Yeah, so drinking in public.
Yeah, drinking in public. That
like
we can't do that here.
No, you can do it in some places like New Orleans. You can drink out in public, and New Orleans is also 24/7. So you can party 24/7 in New Orleans, drink outside, and apparently weed is illegal, but they don't care. They have weed trucks on the
New
roads.
Orleans?
Yes,
It's
and you can buy weed and everything, but it's illegal to buy it, but they just don't care. But the whole drinking in public thing, like,
Yeah, that was shocking to me.
I loved it.
Me too. Like just drinking on the sidewalk, like it sounds so basic.
You be walking to the club and everyone's just drinking on the way to the club. I've never walked to a club before in my life.
Yeah, let alone walk and drink.
Who would like walk to the club? Like,
Yeah.
honestly, if I was to walk to the club from here, it would take me like 2 days.
Oh shit. Wouldn't even do it.
I'd be like, oh, it's Wednesday or the club's open on Friday. All right, let's start
go
walking now.
I'll be ready on the way.
But yeah, but the whole
Yeah, we
drinking
don't
in
do
public was absolutely great. And just like drinking on the street, all the different songs and whatnot.
I have a good memory of leaving a club. We left a club. It was things closed pretty late too. So we left the club at like 1 a.m. Went to the gas station, got a drink, and drank outside of the club and went right back in. Like, you know, just refuel yourself.
Yeah. You're like, oh, it's too expensive in a club.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So you have the option. Yeah.
So I guess we just have to say this last one
Oh
because
yeah.
it's the best thing about Germany in my opinion.
So
But
fun.
honestly, Oktoberfest.
So fun.
It's so much fun. Just the whole culture and everything about it.
Yes.
The dancing on tables, the whole Kugel.
Yeah. How did I
Sit,
say it?
Einprosit and Gemütlichkeit.
Kite.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I freaking love it.
Yeah,
But
that was
what
awesome.
I didn't know, it's not a German thing. It's just like a Southern German thing.
Oh, okay. So like in northern Germany.
Yeah, like Northern, Western. They don't really celebrate Oktoberfest. It's literally just like a Bayern and a Baden-Württemberg thing.
Yeah, and I didn't know that at all.
I
Because we
didn't
were
know
in the
that at all.
South. So we were just like, this is Germany.
Yeah.
That's how I was.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I have my Lederhosen, and I guess
So
that is
cool.
like a stereotype that I thought. That was like, oh, Germans
Right.
wear Lederhosen. I kind of knew it wasn't an everyday thing, but I was like, oh, Germans have Lederhosen.
Yeah.
And everyone in the north, they're like, nope, that's a South thing. That's a Bayern thing. We don't do that up north. In Baden-Württemberg, you have so many beer festivals in Baden-Württemberg. You had Mooswiese,
Oh my
Mooswiese,
goodness.
Volksfest, Cannstatter Vasen.
Yeah.
You just had so many beer festivals that it was just
Folkfest,
like, oh,
right? That was
yeah.
one that I went to. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they're just everywhere in Heilbronn and Stuttgart and
Oh my
they're
goodness.
everywhere.
One day I wanted to go and I met a friend there and so I got on the train. Oh my god, everyone. Lederhosen. What's the dress called?
Dundo.
A Dundle, all that, everyone. And it was so cool to me, you know? I wish I would have had one. But you have.
I have
Lederhosen.
one, but you know, I didn't buy my Lederhosen until I was back in the US.
Oh, DQ.
5 years in Germany and never had a Lederhosen. And my best friend, she messaged me, she's like,
Yeah.
you finally have some Lederhosen and you aren't in
Are in the
Germany
German-
anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry.
What are you gonna do? I'll probably get my first one in America too.
Yeah, but Oktoberfest is so much fun. Best part of being in the South or in Germany that I've had, and yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, Oktoberfest is great. And they even they try to replicate it here in America. It's just not the same.
It's not like everyone does wear Lederhosen and everything, but people are just sitting down and there's live music, and live music is shit.
Yeah,
and it's just,
small ass tent, like,
it's just so bad.
so. Gotta experience it in Germany if you haven't.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Oh man, well, there's a lot of differences between the U.S. and Germany.
Yeah.
And there's much more that goes just into this. But a lot of the stuff was a positive change that I thought was like a positive difference.
Yeah, a lot of culture shocks, but not in a negative way. I mean, it was definitely all learning experiences and all really cool things to know about now.
Yeah, some of them I laugh about. You saw we were laughing in this video. Some of them I just laughed about to this day. And yeah, to see more videos about pretty much the differences between the US and Germany, hit one of these videos on the screen right now. Subscribe to this channel. I will put a miss. Also, damn it, I was so close. Also, I will put Aliyah's. Damn it. Also, I will put Lydia.
Lydia. You know what, guys? He's gonna put my YouTube channel somewhere in here. I don't even know how you say this.
I will put it down in the description box below. Go check her
Go
out.
check me out. We're tons of fun.
We'll see you guys in the next video.
All right, guys. Bye. This was a mess.
Lydia. I love this green shirt on me.
Yeah,
It's
it looks
so
good. Look at those blondies.
That's one of my pecs too. I'm recording too.
Oh my god. We're in here fixing ourselves. I'm sorry to you.
I'll be like that with my brother. I'm like,
Right?
he's like, I don't feel like doing a video. I'm like,
You don't
bro,
even
you just
have
gotta
to-
sit there and talk.
Right.
I gotta
20
edit
minutes.
everything.